Hey, I want to take a moment today to make a really quick video here. I apologize for this being so late in the day, but I had another video ready to go. I was supposed to start the series of the series regarding building my studio today, but as I was getting ready to post that, I actually read some of my emails that I haven't had a chance to read for a while, and a lot of them regarded this issue with, I believe his name is Stephon Clark, and how he was shot multiple times by police officers while in his grandmother's backyard. They said he had a gun, but he had a cell phone. They thought he had a gun, but he had a cell phone. And I've had a lot of emails from people saying, see, this shows the police were wrong because he was shot in the back multiple times. In fact, out of the 8 gunshot wounds, something like 6 of them were in his back. So everybody's sending me these emails like, that shows the police are wrong. And I think people kind of say that to me because they know that I have an issue with the state of law enforcement in this country at this point in time. Have a real issue with it. And I'm not changing my position here in this video, but I felt like I needed to make this video. And like I said, I'm going to preface this with saying I am not specifically addressing the Stephon Clark incident. I'm not saying that was right or wrong, or that that young man did anything wrong, or that the police did anything right. I'm just addressing this whole notion that being shot in the back showed the police were wrong. I'm in no way, like I said, defending police officers themselves, or am I belittling the treatment of minorities by police in this today's society. But I'm not saying pro or negative for any of those things. I'm just addressing the issue of being shot in the back shows the police were wrong. And I just want to say that's just not true. It's not true at all. Even if someone was charging you and had a firearm, once you fire that first shot and they're hit, you don't know how they're going to react. But the normal reaction for a person that gets shot and knows they've been shot is to turn away from danger. That's just a normal instinct for people, to turn away from pain or danger. So you can start firing, and police officers, and you can say whether this is good or bad, but when they're trained to fire, they fire until the threat is done. Now, they usually fire multiple times. They're not trained to fire one shot and then see what happens. If they are justified in firing one shot, they're justified in firing 10, so they just keep pulling the trigger because they want the threat to end. Because, like a lot of people will tell you, the only thing worse than an angry animal is a wounded animal, so you don't want to stop until the threat is ended. I'm not saying people are animals, or well, we are animals, but I'm not saying the people getting shot or Stephon Clark was an animal or anything. I feel like I can't say that enough because people are going to try to reinterpret my words to say that I'm addressing this particular situation, which I'm not, because I'm not on the police's side in that particular situation. But like I said, their instinct is to turn away. So, and since the police are firing multiple rounds, the first round might hit someone right square in the middle of the chest. They spin around. Your next 9 shots might hit them in the arms, shoulders, and then the back, which seems to be the case here, because it seems like he was shot once in the front torso, then in the arm, and then multiple times in the back, which to me would suggest that he spun after being shot. So police, when they're firing, they're not going to take time to say, okay, well, now he's facing to the left, I'm going to readjust. Not so much. Or he's turned away from me now, I'm not going to fire. Well, you don't know. They could be turning away to pull a gun out of their waistband. So they're not going to say, I'm not going to fire because of that either. They're going to start firing when the threat is imminent, and they're not going to stop firing until they're out of rounds or they think the threat is definitely stopped. So to me, there's nothing unusual about a perp being shot in the back multiple times, especially if they're struck in the front first, and then in the arm, and then in the back. That just is normal progression to me. And it doesn't show police are right or wrong. So I just wanted to address that issue. Being struck in the back multiple times is actually a normal part of a legitimate confrontation between people because, like I say, once you're injured, our normal instincts are to try to flee whatever just injured us. So to turn and then be shot in the back by someone who continues to fire is not uncommon. And to me, it's not unjust either, because I shouldn't have to stop trying to end a threat simply because they turn their back to me, because like then I can't even see what they're doing with their hands, so they might be even more of a threat to me then. Same thing with police officers. So just wanted to address that, wanted to do this video very quickly and just get that off my chest, and then maybe Friday I'll start the videos about the studio because tomorrow is my live chat, but just wanted to say that for now.